I used to take a lot of photos back then. I do got a lot of cool photos. I got some badass photos of venomous snakes that I've caught. Biggest one I ever caught was a canebreak rattlesnake. And that thing was so big, you wanna know how big that rattlesnake was? I didn't even want to pick it up with my damn hands. That was the only one ever that I decided to use my damn snake tongs on. It was in Pigeon Mountain, Georgia. I never even heard of Pigeon Mountain, Georgia before. So funny, because let me just go and tell you, everybody that calls with a damn snake, okay, I'm talking about when they call Tennessee technicians and they got a snake problem, right? 100 times out of 100, they think it's a venomous snake. It'll be a black rat snake 99 times out of 100, here anyway. And every time they think it's a damn copperhead for whatever reason. And if it's a corn snake, it's for sure copperhead. And if it's a damn water snake, it's a for sure copperhead. To everybody here, you get what I'm saying to you? And I went to Pigeon Mountain, Georgia. This lady, she had a cabin. Damn, I'll never forget it. God had to drive on gravel road for a ways to get up there to that cabin. And that old, and she was pretty old too. And she was back there by herself. And I remember asking her before I ever even got to the snake, I said, what would you do? I said, if something happened to you back here, I said, you need an ambulance or something. And I forget how far she said the ambulance ride is from there to the hospital. I mean, so like, I'm just telling you, if you're a damn older person, I was really thinking about all that. This is about like 2006, 2007. I was pretty young, and I was sitting there thinking about all that. I'm like, that ain't good. You know what I mean? Anyhow, going up to the steps of her little cabin there, she had, like, as part of the gravel driveway, they had done like a hollow block retainment. You with me? They had leveled them up, but they had them blocks laid. They had these, and it wasn't like a deep retaining wall. Don't get me wrong. There's maybe like this much grade just holding gravel back. And for some reason, they had them bottom ones turned. Whoever did it, they had them turned so that the voids were facing you. Like if you was looking at them block right now, I'm telling you, you'd be looking into them voids if you was on that side of that berm. I was up here on these gravels, right? So I'm up here on the gravel side. Just imagine if you was down there on the grass side looking at me right now. I'm up here on these gravels about this much higher than you, and we got these blocks. She's like, it's right down there. And she's telling me it's a rattlesnake all the time. And I'm sitting there all calm and all this stuff. And anyway, talking to her about how far it is from the hospital, all this bullshit that I was just sitting there wondering in my head. And then I was like, all right. And I said, so you say it's like right here? She's like, it's right there, that one right there you're pointing at. And I'm like, all right. I mean, I got on my knees just like I am right here on this damn mat. But of course, I didn't have no mat. Now just imagine in front of this mat right here. Imagine this right here is here, let me back you up because this is really how close I come to getting my shit fucked up that day. So imagine this right here. This top edge of this mat is them damn hollow blocks. You with me? Just picture the damn top of a damn hollow center block. Void. You're looking at a void right here and a void right here. You know what I mean? Got a piece of concrete in the middle. I put my damn fingers right here on top of that damn block because I was going to lift it up because right there it was. They'd have like some washout right there. These things weren't in the ground like perfectly. This wasn't no like straight ass retainment. You get what I'm saying to you? So I was going to get this block right here and do this old number right here is what I was going to attempt to do. That was my goal. She's like, yeah, it's right down there. It's right down there. Oh yeah, this is right here. She's like, yes, okay. I ain't got my damn snake tongs and everything's in the truck. I reach over here and I go, oh, I got my fingers right here, and right as I'm getting ready to go like this right here, that son of a bitch. You already heard it. I mean, I was like, oh, that's a rattlesnake. She's like, I told you it was a rattlesnake. I'll never forget her standing up at that porch. She had her hand. She goes, I told you it was a rattlesnake. And I was like, you did. I run back there. I got that damn snake tongs in that truck. I got back on that other side down there where y'all are now. And I was like looking up in there with my light, and I was looking. You are seeing that son of a bitch in there. I'm talking about, boy, it filled up that whole void. And it was in there, just had that damn defense mode. I mean, I pulled that thing out with those tongs, and I was like, ain't no chance I'm even picking it. Because I was still thinking I'm going to pick this thing up. I'm going to pull this thing out here, pin its head down. I'm going to pick this thing up, put it in the bucket. No. I pulled that thing out, and I was like, damn bucket. I was like, damn. But, hell, I was scared to put the damn lid on the bucket. You ever say, I got them pictures of that. I need to get them pictures and show them to you in the video or something. Dude. Yeah, and it was, had that stripe down its back, and it's called a canebreak rattlesnake, which is really pretty much just like a timber rattlesnake, but that's the biggest one that I've ever caught. And so you got to think about it. So I started this company in 2005, right? You know how many venomous snakes I've ever caught doing this for a living? That canebreak rattlesnake, which was for a customer. The timber rattlesnake I told you about, which was for fun. I caught a copperhead for fun one time up at Parksville. I caught a copperhead for fun that was in this road right here that I live on. I caught a copperhead at Lamont's house. I got a copperhead out of that preacher's basement that time. That's on. I got a full video of that. That video might even be here on TikTok. Yeah, there is. If they didn't pull it, if it's on here, they may have pulled it. It's on YouTube. Tanner Flowers. All you gotta do YouTube, go Tanner Flowers Copperhead. Tanner Flowers catches copperhead. There's videos of it. That's about it, dude. I'm telling you, there's probably 6 or 7 venomous snakes, and the majority of them was for fun, just on my dumbass behalf. Over all these years of actually catching snakes for a living that get inside people's homes and yards and whatnot. True story. Put that on the gospel, son. Hey, it's so funny we're still talking about snakes. My property manager, he works at Lee as well, the school, Lee University. And he said the other day they was talking about one of the properties, and they said one of the guys works there, said, who'd you say his name was? And he said, Tanner Flowers. He goes, he catches them snakes, don't he? He's like, yeah, it's him. He goes, we was all on that bridge down there one day over here at this campus, and this before Jeff worked there. He goes, we watched him. He goes, he was down there in that creek getting water snakes they'd hired him for. He goes, and that boy was letting them snakes bite him like crazy. And dude, I had a whole group of people at Lee College one day. They was all on a bridge right there over there next to this little park that they got. And I was down there putting on a damn show, son. Them snakes, them water snakes would bask all in these rocks every day. And they was getting all these calls. Of course, there's copperheads everywhere. That's what people was calling and saying. So I've been doing stuff for them for years, since '05. I got friends that run the place. So anyhow, so I'm over there catching them snakes, dude. And them things, they'd run down there in between them rocks, try getting them rocks. I'd put my hand up under them rocks, being water, like up to here, like you see other people do. I said, they'd be like, are those things not biting? I'm like, oh yeah, they're biting me. I'd pull them things out, man. Them people would be like, oh my God. Damn, I'd be laughing. Golly, bud, that shit, it's always cracked me up, man. But to me, the snakes are the best. They get the biggest reaction out of everybody, and they're the most fun for me because, like I said, I will catch a snake if I ain't got a camera nowhere near. I just like that shit. So if I got somebody near that can be entertained, hell, it's even better for me. Because I know most people's brains, they can't even fathom doing that shit, much less get bit like that. Oh, but it's so funny that Jeff said that today. Said that guy's like, we watched him down there. He's letting them snakes bite him. Oh, it's funny. I ain't no telling how many people was on that bridge that day. I had a damn crowd. Hell, and I was loving every second of it too. Hell, I was having fun. That's funny.